Hello and welcome to Dee Dee Blooms. For those potentially following my channel and watching my grow area videos, I have a playlist called Grow Areas. One of my grow areas is in between two of my 75-gallon freshwater tanks here in my southern back family room. And this area houses my Bulbophyllums, my Tolumnias, and a few other varieties of orchids. And so I've got a few goings on in this grow area that I'm pretty excited about, so I wanted to do a quick update. So we're going to start on the top shelf, and this Paphiopedilum, which normally grows in my front northern window, I brought it back here because this is where we usually watch our TV and our movies, and we hang out a lot here in our family room. Has been in bloom, and so I wanted it back here, and it had two blooms, but the first bloom, which was right here, fell off today. And so I've still got the remaining secondary bloom. This is the first time this orchid has sequentially bloomed for me. And this is my Pathmaster Cyanum SVO crossed with Macabre Mother Mary. And she's gorgeous. I'm hoping soon to see a new growth, which will tell that the next fan will start growing. I still have this beautiful no ID Phalaenopsis going strong here. This is one I've had for a really long time. Got it from my local Home Depot store, and she just keeps blooming and developing new buds. You can see some buds in there. There's another bud. She's in bloom. She's been in bloom for at least going on 2 months now, and just going strong. I love her so much. One of the goings-ons on this top shelf is my very first spike for my Bulbophyllum Manchind or Mankind. This is Bulbophyllum mandibular crossed with Echinolabium. This I got from Sunset Valley Orchids close to 2.5 years ago. I'm going to say it is a larger size Bulbophyllum. Bulbophyllum is a very complex form of orchids, and there's so many different types, teeny tiny Bulbophyllums all the way up to really big ones. And this is a good size one. And the flower spike that started for me this first time it is going to bloom for me is right here. And so very exciting. Can't wait. The flower is supposed to be good size too. I think about possibly 3.5 inches. So I will be excited to update you guys when that happens. It grows these pseudobulbs, and these beautiful leaves come out. And it's been really happy here under this muted grow light. This is a very low light shelf, and it's been doing pretty well. The next shelf where we have some goings on, my Tolumnia shelf. And Jet is here to say hi. Oh, you come give kisses. Thank you. This is my dog Jet. She's beautiful. She wants attention. I have one of my Tolumniums that have never spiked for me. I have 2 flower spikes. And one of the flower spikes is right here, and the other one is right here. And I'm getting a ton of kisses right now from Jet. Thank you, Jet. Thank you. And this is my Tolumnia Jairak Flyer Red Mask. So it's supposed to be a real beautiful red. And again, first time blooming for me. The Tolumnia that's bloomed for me several times is my Mocha Dot. And I featured that in my other videos, which you can find under oncidium type blooms. So I have a lot of mature Tolumnias, and one of the things I've learned about them is they like a lot more water than how they read. So when I researched them, it seemed like they like to be dry really good. And so I let them go dry for too long, and they all started shriveling on me. And so now I am watering these guys more often, and they've all plumped up for me. And so I'm hoping with more stability in watering for them, I will start to get more spikes. So then my bottom shelf, I have some more bulbophyllums, some small ones here that aren't doing that well. I've got some, oh, who are you? This is my Ascocentrum, Ampuloceum orange. I've got my Ascocentrum Garryi back in there. They seem to like this. These are bright Barina lights, the second and bottom shelf. This is another one of my bulbophyllums here. This is my Elastoglossom. Not been doing too well, but it's hanging on there a little bit. This one, sorry, to the left is my Ceropetalum or Bulbophyllum lepidum, and it's bloomed for me several times. Really enjoying this one, and there's some videos on those blooms. And so I made a couple videos about this next orchid, which is a Cattleya, and it's my Cattleya Walkeriana. And I went through this repotting with this beautiful orchid because it kept roots were aborting and the growths were aborting. And so I've put it into a more moisture retentive mix with more moss. It dries out quickly, being right by this little fan, but I do water it more often than I ever did, and it has been doing really well in my opinion. I've got this new growth. If you look at the videos that I posted about this, you'll see that this was just a small growth at that time. It is maturing wonderfully. I think this might turn into flowers. I think that's some possible shading in there, but it could just be coloration on it. So this is a new plant for me. Well, a newer. I've never had it bloom for me. It's a species. I've been scared of it since the day I bought it, but and for too long I treated it like a lot of my other Cattleyas. Well, it's a special one. And so how special would it be if me figuring out its desired care resulted in some blooms? I will be ecstatic, but I don't want to put my hopes up too high. I'll be just happy to get a new growth with a beautiful leaf. That will be just fine. But another surprise that I'm seeing is another growth. So I really think that change up has turned this orchid around, and the older bulbs are a little more plump. They still kept some of the wrinkles from when they were dehydrating, but I really think the roots that were starting to get brand new root tips, because if you see the videos I posted, I like repotted it up into a more moisture retentive mix, and then I unpotted it because I got worried that I put it into too much of a moisture retentive mix. But then I saw right away that the roots that had aborted had started new root tips. So I put it right back and in the mix, and it's been at least 2 some months, maybe even 3 months now when I featured this, and I can't be more happy. And looking forward to what this new mature growth is going to do and what this new little tiny one's going to do. Look at that. So on the right track with Cattleya Walkeriana. And at night, because I heard that it's sensitive to light at night. So sometimes this family room is, open concept to my dining room and kitchen. So I keep this board right here. and it probably refocuses the light even more on the plant, but it also makes sure if someone comes into the kitchen in the middle of the night that that light is not too high on it. So it kind of looks silly, the board, but if I get results because of it, if that's also helping, I'm all for it. I don't want to change a thing. So I feel there's some success in the air for that one, and I'm very happy with what's going on in my growing area right here. This really doesn't get any direct light. This is all, you know, ambient light coming from my sliding glass doors, which are southern exposure. And otherwise the grow lights I think are doing the trick, and just keeping up on watering, especially for my Tolumnias and the Cattleya Walkeriana. The other varieties of orchids I have here, all kind of oddballs. These are some jewel orchids I'm trying to save. Not going that well. I have this Zootrophian Dianum orchid that a friend gave me. It wasn't going well in her care, or she didn't like it anymore. I can't remember, but I've got some new growths happening this spring, so I think it's doing okay. Her cat had some fun with it. I've got a Vandopsis parisia here that's fairly happy, a little Rhincostylus celestis blue variety, little baby growing there. So, you know, little varieties here, but the theme is mostly Bulbophyllums and my Tolumnia, and that is the spot for my Cattleya Walkeriana. So thanks so much for watching. If you have any questions on any of these for the care, I will be posting an update as to the Bulbophyllum bloom that's working its way there, my Tolumnia red mask that's spiking, as well as that Cattleya Walkeriana. So stay tuned for how those things start looking up. Maybe in another month we'll have some flowers or some more news. Thanks so much. Have a great rest of your day.